It's 3 a.m. The world is asleep. The streets are quiet. But inside your head, it's a loud, chaotic party. You are replaying a conversation from 5 years ago. You are worrying about a meeting that happens in 2 days. You are wondering if you locked the back door. You want to sleep, but your brain won't let you. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. You are dealing with what Buddhists have called Kapicitta, or the monkey mind, for over 2,500 years. Today, we aren't just going to talk about it. We are going to learn how to tame it. First, stop blaming yourself. Your brain isn't broken. Actually, it's doing exactly what it evolved to do. For our ancestors, overthinking was a survival tool. It helped them anticipate dangers. Is that a tiger in the bush? Or will we have enough food for winter? In neuroscience, we call this the default mode network, DMN. It's the part of your brain that activates when you aren't focused on a specific task. It wanders. It projects into the future and digs into the past. The problem is, we no longer live in the jungle. But your monkey mind doesn't know that. It treats an unread email with the same panic as a saber-toothed tiger. So how do we update this software? Most people try to fix overthinking by force. You tell yourself, stop thinking about it, or I need to be positive. This is the trap. In psychology, this is known as the white bear effect. If I tell you, do not think of a white bear, what is the first thing you see? Exactly, a white bear. The more you fight the monkey, the louder it screams. The more you try to push the beach ball underwater, the harder it hits you when it pops up. Resistance creates tension, and tension feeds anxiety. So, the Buddhist approach is radical. We don't fight. We don't suppress. We do something else entirely. Imagine your thoughts are traffic on a busy highway. Right now, you are running into the middle of the road, trying to stop the cars with your bare hands. Of course, you get hit. Of course, you are exhausted. The first step to peace is to step out of the road. Sit on the grass. Watch the cars go by. This is the shift from being the thinker to being the observer. You are not your thoughts. You are the space in which thoughts happen. You are the sky. Thoughts are just clouds passing through. Storm clouds, white clouds, dark clouds. They all come and they all go. The sky remains untouched. When you realize this, you lose the fear. You stop engaging with every single drama your mind invents. Let's turn this philosophy into a practical tool you can use right now. It is called labeling. When the monkey mind starts chattering, don't argue with it. Just acknowledge it with a simple label. If you are stressing about work, say to yourself, thinking or planning. If you are angry at a memory, say, remembering. Keep the label boring. Keep it neutral. By naming the emotion, you tame the emotion. You create a tiny gap between you and the feeling. In that gap, freedom exists. The monkey hates being watched. When you shine the light of awareness on it, it usually stops jumping and sits down. The poet Rumi once said, "This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. Joy, depression, meanness, welcome and entertain them all." Don't be afraid of your monkey mind. Treat it like a guest. It might be a noisy guest or a rude guest, but it is just visiting. It will leave eventually. Your job isn't to silence the mind forever. Your job is to stop serving it tea and believing its stories. Breathe, step back, watch the show, and realize that you are the one watching, not the noise itself. If this video helped you find a moment of quiet, please like and subscribe. It tells the algorithm to spread this calm to others who are struggling. See you in the next moment. Namaste.